Hi, my name's Maria and welcome to my channel, MH Books. And today I'm going to do a very short TBR which is just 3 selected books from a very massive TBR. I had on last Tuesday 804 books on my own TBR shelf according to Goodreads, and I decided I needed to read some of them as I own them. That might be more than 804 at the moment as well, by the way, but at the moment, last Tuesday it was 804. And I had worked out this year that it's possible to randomly select any books in your lists. So I decided that all books being equal, they shouldn't be on my shelves if I don't want to read them, that I would let the random list generator of Goodreads select it for me. And I would select, the top 3 that it selected. Assuming it wasn't a cookbook or something, you know what I mean? Something random in there, or a German language book that was in there. So the first selection, as it happened, with 3 Irish author books, actually 3 female Irish author books, and what could be more perfect for March? So I went with it. Next time I might actually do this. I might film myself doing this, but at the moment we're going to put up our screenshot of the actual book selection made by Goodreads last week. And the book selected, which I'd be hoping to read in March, are 3 very diverse books. So the first one is The Rune by Dervla McTiernan, which was selected for me in added to that list by me in September 29th, 2018, or the 29th of September 2018, using the Irish and UK system. So there we go. The Rune. I remember picking this one up. My dad was in hospital at the time, and I went to the local Easons, and this was on sale in the local Easons. I have not, so this is 2018, September 2018, and it is now the 1st of March 2020, so a year and a half later. I have not read this. Dervla McTiernan has 2 others out in this series, so I really have to get to it. This series, I have my little cheat notes at the back, they're not huge, is Cormac Riley #1. We have Cormac Riley, a detective from Galway, I believe, who while as a young recruit from the in An Garda Síochána, came across a case where a woman is killed and her 2 kids are badly beaten or neglected. Then goes to Dublin, has an amazing career. For some reason ends back up in Galway, where he is doing cold cases, so I assume there's some kind of downfall in there. And one of the cold cases he comes across is one of the cases he had as his young rookie guard, about the woman and her 2 children. So that's all I know about this. I know that it's been described as having clever plotting and delicate layers of deceit. Dervla McTiernan is supposed to be really good at plots. Excellent plots. Not Tanya French, good at characters, good at plots, because Tanya French is crap at plots but good at characters. So I'm really looking forward to reading a really good base crime novel set in Ireland, and to see will I be as shocked as other people seem to be as they go through and they read this. It's such a shame I haven't read this yet, because 2 and 3 are out and they do look good as well. The next one that was selected by me, and I pick up my iPad, I'll just probably put these on screen so you can see it from what I see on the iPad. So this one was something I purchased on the 7th of March 2019. I do have a tendency to add things as soon as I get them, and it's Helen Cullen's The Lost Letters of William Woolf. I know Margot watches this channel sometimes, and Margot DNF'd this. She did not connect with the characters. Margot, I picked this up for my usual reason. I like the cover, and it was half price, not just because. it up. Helen Cullen used to work for RTE. RTE would be the equivalent of BBC in Ireland. It would be our national broadcaster. And then she moved over to London. So she set this novel in London. It's the Lost Letters Department of Royal Mail, I assume. And William Woolf tries to locate where the letters belong, and he comes across a letter that just says, "Dressed neatly to my greatest love." This is not a genre I normally read. This is romance. So it is good for me to go and read the genre I don't normally read. William, more, I believe, Woolf, I believe, you think at first that he's a bachelor, but actually he's married to a wife, and he and his wife have fallen apart over the years. So it's supposed to be a love story about, presumably, whether he can get back with his wife and whether he can find the clues to My Greatest Love. So that's all I know. People who like it call it quirky and unabashedly romantic. So will I like a book that's romantic? It's so unreal, like, who knows? The next one I'm very excited was picked, and again this was picked, oops, I think it was October 2019. My iPad has just gone off and it's gone to a picture of the forecourts. There you go. Oh, no, it's gone to weather. My iPad just went bad. Night Swimming by Doreen Finn. I think it was October 2019. Last year, while I was working 2 jobs, I very crazily working that second job, and I will actually talk about that. That's the reason I went off the fucking air, the idiots. Sorry, very resentful. I did manage to take enough time out from some of my research for that second job to actually go to a writing course that was hosted by Doreen Finn. It was sponsored by the South Dublin County Council Library System. And I was curious, after doing a writing seminar with Doreen, to actually read one of her books. So I picked one of her books up quite soon afterwards. So this is Night Swimming. Doreen, it's set in 1976 during the heat wave, which a lot of people might be familiar in fiction from The Trouble with Goats and Sheep. I can't think of the other ones, but it was a heat wave that happened in Ireland and Britain, and was still famous for being the hottest summer ever and driving people crazy. And this is based on, I again have my little cheat notes at the back, but Megan and her family. She's an artistic mother, Gemma, and a grandmother, and I think that's Sandra. I can't read my handwriting. And they rent out part of their house or their flat to Americans. Now, this is 1976 Ireland, it's based in, and Gemma is an unmarried mother of Megan. So there is controversy over that. But what is not known is that Megan's father seemingly is American, and obviously there's some connection, I assume, to this family, or even just the fact that they're American, the people who rent the flat during this summer. And night swimming seems to be an idea that was put up by Megan, because you can go night swimming without permission of your parents. Doreen Finn, from what she teaches and from what I read, is extremely talented at writing. She is actually a teacher full time, and this is her second novel, so I'm looking forward to reading this one, obviously, to see what it's like. So yeah, so that's the end of this little TBR. I hope whatever you're planning to read in March, that that you enjoy it, actually, and that if you don't enjoy it, that you're not too afraid to DNF. And until next time, see you soon.